Why, yes, it is in fact time for another episode of Journey Through Eorzea. I am your quirky and bad-speaking host, Tiberius Fox, also known as Man with Hat, because I self-named. We are in the middle of the Coerthan Western Highlands. We're getting close to going on a road trip. It's going to be pretty good. We have expedition leader who got mauled here, and him and his friends got mauled by polar bears, and Alphino is inside. So let's get this on the road so we can get on. I just really like all the weird whatever aside. The whole of Heavensward and what happens in Heavensward, the road trip section of this is probably the most memorable part of the entire expansion for me. So I'm really kind of excited about this because I don't actually remember the dialogue. I'm excited that I'm going to be not only playing it again, but getting to re-experience it, but also recording it so that I can, it'll be a firm way of having it. So without more further ado, let's get it going. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appeared to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of pursuing their contends more closely. It's the wording, man. Intent as we were on surviving the onslaught of a fang and claw. But I'd rather wager these epistles contain more than a friendly salutation twixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray to the gods to lead us in the direction of Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. Alright, well, let's go read some epistles. Dead Bear's still there. Hello, Dead Bear. Alright. Alphino, Expedition Leader, Estinian. What am I looking at? Collect the heretic epistles. Okay. Well, there's one. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Crazy. Alright, let's see. Where's the last one at? I don't see it. I'm sure I'm overlooking it. Wait, is it behind some doors or something? I'm sure it's here. I'm just blind or whatever. It's not behind the doors. Did I miss it? Is it Alright, I'm sure this is not a thing. Let's just go up here and make sure I didn't miss it up here. Oh my gosh, it is up here. Hiding in a corner. They love doing stuff like that. Alright, we have collected the epistles. Let us go and give them to the expedition leader. Have you recovered much of the heretic's correspondence? Why, yes, I have. Splendid. Added to the contributions of Master Hraesvelgr and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here, then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgon Mills heretics and their fellows at the Ankh Amphitheater. Oh, is that the first one? Their request for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. Oh, the Amphitheater. Wait, no, that's where the Shiva fight took place. The Ankh Amphitheater, the very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of the treacherous tract of ice and snow that we cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must be placed our faith in the Ethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moenbrida succeeded in recreating an beacon. Beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetheryte would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics at Gorgon Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I would wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetheryte within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I am wrong, Estinian, but over the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetheryte from this side of the wall? It should. House Duendare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. Alright. Bye, Expedition Leader. I expect to probably never talk to you again, seeing as you have the most important name that possible of Expedition Leader. Alright. Let's see what flying roulette we get this time. It's the airship again! Hiya. Alright. Yeah, if we had to like run everywhere instead of collecting all the aetherites, or all the aether, what is the thing? Currents, that's the one. Aether currents. This would take a lot longer, but as everyone knows, when no one was looking, I collected all the aether currents, and then, again, that's what happened. Certainly not busy work, certainly not. Kurz Gazette. You know, I bet I get nothing from killing this guy, but we're gonna kill him anyway. Because I wanna. Oh wait, this one of those. Ah. I don't know what that other thing did. Did I get anything? I did not. That's okay. It was still cool to do anyway. Giant flying turtle. Oh, is it the fire I've been looking at for a while? Yeah. Oh, there's another fire. I thought it was going to be that one. It is not that one. Wait, is there someone over there? Hang on. Oh, there's no one there. I thought there was someone like standing there. There is not. How would you even get down here? Like, you just jump down, I guess? Adelafell. Must be from the guy from the one thing. Trish Chambel. Ah, guest of House Fortem, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the off-Ankh beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to be rejoiced at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. Alright. Can't imagine what could possibly happen. How bad could it be? Oh, I love this song. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Man, you guys aren't even there. Dogs of Ishgard, it is not enough you banish our beloved saint. Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come at the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, and that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer. We know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers. May the dragon wings bear us to victory. Alright, well, let's go up to the Conjurers first. I wonder if I can just, like, do one of these. Can I hit everybody from here? If I could, that would be cool. Oh, I can. Let's go. Is this really all you got? Oh.
Your god is down.
This dude just come in and murdered some dudes. Oh my god, it's so overpowered. And that guy turned into a dragon, doesn't matter. By the fury that partake of the blood of dragons. They do. I don't think it really matters, but they do. I hate that I still can't target what I want to target. That's like infuriating. Alright, I'm just gonna single target him down. It'll take me less time. Lieutenant of the first line. That guy has a name. be important. Hit this guy with a true north so I can get extra deeps. Because then I don't have to worry about positionals for like 10 seconds. Imagine not worrying about positionals for 10 whole seconds. Truly a world I want to live in. Oh no, is he turning? He's turning into an even bigger dragon. That's like a boss from one of the dungeons I fought. Well, forfend, he says. Like he's like, oh, at last a foe we can finally put his lance into. Alas, that is not the case. Because I absolutely danced on his grave.
Focus. Release.
Really leaning into the the voice acting there. Alright. Wasn't hard by any means, but it was cool. I just like when the dragon decided to do cool stuff, but it didn't pan out. They fight like demons. 'Tis death tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers, retreat to the cinders. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Whether we have quite a question one of them. What would you even ask if they do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? Confess, the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would do so good as to enlighten us, Estinian. I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened to the point of death and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature in a length of shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. I think I know what he's talking about. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this ashen isle. The Dreaming Dragon lies in farther west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is a place I would rather visit. I am told the convictors have set up a camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Jantelot, may have information of use to us. Ah, but mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. The convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager they have encountered their fair share of heretics. If we are to indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. Sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Alright. I believe I know what he's talking about. It is the only outpost in this entire area that is actually functioning. So, what is down there? Hang on. What is down there? Oh, it's like a dungeon door with like a thing in front of it. Interesting. I don't remember what that is. Must be super important, since I remember what it is. Me and my Swiss cheese brain. No, I'm pretty sure the dragon thing is that thing over there, where you can see that kind of haze of light over there. And then down over there is going to be where that outpost is at, not too far from there. There's the the frozen dead outpost there. Camp River's Meat. I'm telling you, man, I really wish I could reclaim that. I would like that a lot. There's a dragon skeleton up there, cover nice. But yeah, I'm thinking that's got to be what they're talking about over there. And there's the new outpost. I kind of understand why. Why would you have River's Meat when you have this? It's just like, why don't you just take these people over there and reclaim the camp? For real. You guys are just standing here anyway. But what do I know? Man, I remember sometimes I would go and I would just send my guy to just sit on this little stool with Bonifaz and Jantelot. Well, well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lad looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor, that lance, the Zurdagun himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Jantelot, leader of the convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you to our humble camp? Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? Aye, I know her well by reputation, but I'm afraid I have seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own man can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Tiberius, Astinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Dude was talking about that trash until he found out that it was like, oh, this is that guy. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Tiberius. What about the Chocobo Keep? I want to talk to that guy. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Rotamel, Vermal, and Bertinant that wanders in and out of our camp? What words are these? I'm not French enough for this. Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic could have passed under my very nose, and I would none be the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear fellow, the big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not to the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Say, what is that? That was like a dude on a thing. Luce, I think she knows something. You know what I should do? I should like see if I need to repair my stuff. Oh wow, it's all 99%. Man, my goodness. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pintquit or someone? I have enough trouble keeping these peeing fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves or their wilds. What is that dude doing? See, level 68 Paladin. Kinda looks like Ugiri. Alright, sure. Meef, Eorzea, and Brance. I don't know what Meef is. That sounds familiar. What is that? What is Meef? Monacan International Elite Force. Vowed for our life to Monica. I'm gonna press X to doubt right now. Alright, Paraquet. Is he smoking a pipe? He is smoking a pipe. Let's go, old guy. Summit I can help you with, my lord. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but I ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be very grateful of any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord, I, Paraquet, a soldier by trade, though not much of to one, if I'm honest, if it weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see? No, it was by the order of Sir Janelot's father. Still, as long as they're paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking about how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain why Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine got gobbled up by the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me we're off to the western highlands and light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards will come to you. Is that so? Why then am I minded to start a fire? We didn't start the fire, but the fire's burning and it's probably purple. If we produce a lure for our foes to our position, then we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from smothered flames was tinged of deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Tiberius? It would prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood of the fire. It will take them, both of us, to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Alright, so I'm gonna go kill yaks or something. And there are their footprints. And they will soon disappear, much like they did. Alright, let's go find yaks. The thought of not killing yaks makes me yak, you know what I mean? I didn't even get a time to take like a whole drink before I realized there was one right underneath me. You know who should be here? Mjolnir should be here. Let's get him, hit him with a double. Hit him with this. And one of these. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just hitting him with things. Oh, I see. I got like the... Up there. Twin Fang Thresh. And Swift Skin something earlier. Don't remember what any of that does. Hit him. Throw it. How far do I throw it? Hit him with that. That looked cool. There you go. Killed him instantly. Oh, it turned into like a dual sword. Like a Darth Maul twin saber thing. I knew it could do that. I just forgot all about it. You know, I would think this rod would get cold. This particular Gabu. This Gabu would get cold, man. There you go. It's a big icy dragon. There's some gelato down there. Alright, hang on. Where are we going? Oh, up here on this hill? Okay. Alright. It would seem that collecting the firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. His must have been privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Yes, I do. I don't look much of a fire, but I get you.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
I was not expecting a voice cutscene. Usual.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
Road trip. We wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard. We wish to speak with you. Let's say that. Let's make like, but we'll talk to you. Not about what it's about. Let's just talk to you.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest.
You know, I'm kind of surprised Midgard Summer hasn't popped out to like tell me I'm stupid or something by now.
Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elizan tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Hraesvelgr, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster.
I don't think that's Shiva. Shiva's more naked, you know what I mean?
In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elizan is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither.
That's an interesting question. I can't recall if elves, because elves traditionally, like in fiction, live a long time. But I mean, imagine that. A life of an elf, if they live a long time, like I think they do. Even elves often look down on like humans because they don't live very long. And then as a dragon, you look at an elf and you're like, yeah, you don't live very long. It's just like a reversal of that in a weird way.
Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgr, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity.
She turned to the Slim Jim guy and told him to eat me.
Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgr ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound.
I'll be honest, it sounds kind of weak to me. Yeah, he ate her. It was because they love each other, I promise. But now they're together because he ate her and absorbed her power or whatever, so no one should fight anymore. I don't know. That's a little weak, I'm gonna be real. I mean, I'll take it on surface value, but it's a little weak.
In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Eorzea. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted.
I have a feeling Estinian's not gonna take this well. It's gonna be like, nah.
Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Eorzea treachery.
Yeah, now I know he's gonna really be mad about that.
And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Don't mind me, I just have this eye in my pocket.
Good gods! Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead?
Hraesvelgr is cool. I can't remember what happens to him because I don't think he's in later parts of the game, but we'll get there.
He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Sounds cool. Do we get to bring nachos, or we gonna get nachos at a road stop? What? I say I don't have flashbacks anymore, or am I having like a Midgardstormer flashback? Okay. Oh wait, what? Are we recharging the stones? That's cool. I wasn't really expecting that. I thought this happened at some point, but I couldn't recall. I wonder why that was suddenly allowed to happen. What happened to make that happen, I guess?
Is autumn mist, my friend?
Yeah, man. I got crystals in my chest.
I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while. And should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Yeah, just like take a minute in this. You know, it's really comfortable in this frozen wasteland. See, there's Midgardstorm. I was just thinking about you. Not gonna stop to talk to anybody.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were.
So he's not necessarily behind it. He's actually confused by it too. Why did you get your powers back a little bit?
Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
That's kind of cool, because what it shows is like, oh yeah, hey, I stripped you of all your cool echo powers, but you're actually so cool that you can start to get them back because you're that much of a G. There's actually some elements that like, echoes kind of like the Force from Star Wars, where they change Star Wars. Like, oh yeah, you're only cool because of this, and it's like, actually, I'm cool on my own. I don't need that. But you know, if you add that, then I'm also even more cool. Let's see, the Western Highlands at 10.5 by 13.5. Man, that's not what we're here for, is it? 10.5 by 13.5. Where's 10.5 by 13.5? 10.5. Oh, it's like right nearby, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna take a quick jaunt. I wanna see. Oh, yep, it's a behemoth. It's a behemoth. I will do a thing. Alright, we're gonna be social for a second. Got what? 1, 2, 3. Big fancy behemoth, what have you. As we all know, we have missions to do, but what's that guy doing? Besides falling and hurting himself. I want to target him. Come on. Level 91 warrior? Well, he should go first. So we're going to go first? Alright, anyone else, or else we start? For real. I'm going to pretend I can use positionals for a second. I don't think I've ever seen the Kaiser Behemoth. If I have, it's been so long I don't recall. But I like Centurio seals and what have you. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Flank Bane, hit him with this. Hit him with Steel Fangs. Hit him with Swiftkin Sting. And then Heinz Bane, I gotta get behind him. Oh gosh, he almost killed me with that one. That one hurt. Let's hit him with it. One of these. I don't even know what I'm doing. We're gonna do that. One of these. Oh lord. This guy is doing some serious deeps. Oh, that healer's doing it. Alright, good. This guy is way stronger than any level 60. Oh no! I was not, and then my thing is in Tulio, lol. I can't even return there. Where's it gonna send me? Someone, come on, healer. Come on, I can't go back to Tulio, lol. I can't even get there. I don't have that expansion on PC. Someone revive me. Come on, man. Alright, Tweedle is there. What in the world is going on, man? Yeah, for real. Someone revive me. Come on. Come on, Sage. I wasn't ready. Alright, I gotta change my home point. I don't think I can even recover to Tuliolol, so I don't even know where it would send me. Oh no. Oh no, he got all his health back. Oh no. No, I died again! Oh lord, it's so bad! I was not ready for this kind of thing. I didn't even know it could do that! We got so many dudes here! I wasn't ready for any of this! Bring your S game, for real. Somebody, someone help me. Teleport to Hraesvelgr. Oh, come on, someone revive me, come on! I gotta set my home point. I haven't done it. I haven't been scared this whole time. No one's gonna revive me. No one's gonna revive me. Come on. Someone revive me. Lord. Good grief. I wasn't expecting any of that at all. That was so brutal. I get sidetracked just so I can get murdered by Behemoth. I thought I'm 20 levels higher. There's no way, right? But alas. Okay, so memo. I have to set my home point to somewhere besides Tuliolol. You are Tiberius, yes? Pray address me as Yzael if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, if not, that the fate should bring us together as thus. Never did you think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania, then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would soon be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Okay. We will go. No, that straight up was not ready for that at all. I did not think that that was going to be a problem. Alright, let's look at the map. Yeah, it's right this way. I cannot believe that, you know, that was just crazy, man. Nothing like I just didn't think, one, didn't know he could cast Meteor like he could in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. That's one. Two, I didn't think it would kill me outright. Oh, sorry.
Spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
You know, I kind of miss those original like intros like that, where they talk about the area and stuff and like what we're doing. Man, I can't get over it. I just got absolutely raffle stomped by Behemoth. I'm glad all you got to see that. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see what we have properly provisioned? There is a village here, but I thought these lands were the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in such a perilous place? The wild chocobos, Hraesvelgr was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marachamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival. He will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections? Only to this ceaseless shadow. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Ugh, I stumbled that. But yeah, embarrassing myself. I just was not expecting it, man. I wasn't expecting, like, the dude to just be so overwhelmingly strong compared... I mean, when you're 20 levels over, right, what your opponent is, you think, oh, I'll get wounded, but it'll be fine. And then it wasn't fine at all. And then I didn't see the meteor coming again, and I got double stomped. You know, I realized I don't even know if I got anything for that. I mean, one would think I did, but I also died, so who knows? Maybe I don't get anything for that. I'll have to take a look and see if I got anything. Either way, we're in the Dravania or whatever, so let's take a look and see what's up. Marchomp. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh ho, if ain't the lovely Zale. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Marchamp. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Psalm All. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I am unsure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Zale not explain things to you, boy? You've seen the towering column trees all about, haven't you? If they were flying above the canopy, you barely see to the ground. Aye, and as you'd expect, the local wildlife's uncanny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now that I won't stop Zale here, but dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Man, Justinian's over there looking like a cool anime protagonist. He just needs to have his foot up against the wall. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you, the bloody Nath. They're what you would get if you crossed an antling and a megalo crab and taught me how to walk on two legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out fear the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for Malms in all directions. They've even taken to harass the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. Aye, and what the venture in their forest, which is more and more by the way. They certainly ain't afraid to come by after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nat's home territory. Twould seem we have much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here, in Dravania? Aye, 'twas the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled with the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hraesvelgr. He descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of a majestic worm, nor the vision of a past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marchamp found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health, and in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence why you're familiar with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying the Nath were once a peaceful people? Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and anyone who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, we were rarely hostile. Indeed, while you were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush of some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Psalm All and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest, and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there we may have a fair view of the road that leads to Psalm All. Shall we? Let's stay here for a minute. Nah, man, let's just leave. Let's just leave and let's go and crush everything. It seems like I ain't got time for this. No, I want to see. Did I get anything for that? Or did it just like... Let's see. Did it say I got anything? No, I didn't get anything for that. I just got murdered. There was achievements. I didn't get one. And they all said thank you, and that was it. And then I died. I died, and I got nothing for my trouble. Oh, here's Tweedle. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna set my home point as this, just in case. I'll set up this one, and then I don't know. All right, where we gotta go? We gotta go that way. And of course, Mjolnir died. He died a sad death. Truly, I tell you, a sad, sad death. Let's mount Mjolnir and get on our way. All right. make our way. Oh no, giant mosquitoes and wild chocobos. Oh, there's a road down there. Cool. Cool. I appreciate a weathered road as much as the next guy. Can't believe I didn't get anything. Must have been because I was dead. I don't know. But, you know, that'll teach me to underestimate my opponents, you know what I mean? Oh, we got a thing. We got a misty circle up here. I'm sure it'll be totally fine. Alright. Oh no, it's the Nath. I am too powerful, however, so it matters not. It's really cool through here. I'll be honest, these trees don't seem that thick, they're just really tall, but what do I know? Oh, fate in the middle of the road. Come on, man, I know we got time for that. Out of the way, brown bear. The only thing that's funny is they had these buildings like that, but then, like, there's nothing really here? I don't know. Like, who would build a thing? I don't know, I'm not articulating this very well. What I mean is, like, are dragons gonna build a building? Is that what I'm gathering? Alright. Well, let's go to the next objective. Maybe I can get obscurely murdered by some giant monster I wasn't expecting again. If at the very least it's entertainment, right? Alright, where are we going? We're going like up? Where do we need to go? Is it on top of that rock, really? Like, what are we looking at here? I do not see the objective. Alright, so it's saying it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is, sparkly. I didn't see it at first. Probably like in the obvious insight, I just didn't see it. Should we expect to meet Marchamp again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us about to expect the Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays the definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. The structure is over 1,000 years old, is the remnant of the age when our ancestors and the dragonkind lived together in peace. Your claim is evidence of a harmonious past. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. The rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Tiberius, pray reason with these two. Our goals are the same. Set aside your differences for now. The truth of the past, Hraesvelgr or Grunt. Let's do that one. You want to know what's going on? We'll figure it out. Quite. Lest you forget, the goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Tiberius' gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Tiberius' vision confirms the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hraesvelgr will likely provide the catalyst Tiberius' gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Yeah, I don't have a gift right now. I kind of got stripped out by... Dude, but as we've established, I am cool enough. It will be fine. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west? Ishgardians know them as Anak's Shrine. The place serves as a roost for Hraesvelgr's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Samal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened, the one who leads them is a friend. Or rather more concerned in the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach of the towers and see if the path is clear. Alright. Road trip. We're going on a road trip. I don't care about the Nath. I remember something with the Nath and then running into Thancred over there, but I don't remember why, when, or any of that stuff. So I'll be interested to see when and if that happens. Okay. Wonder who showed up that suddenly, like, they murdered everything on that hunt, too. I was thinking about it. Only had, like, 5 people, and all of a sudden there was, like, 20 people. It was strange happening. When I saw that thing earlier, I thought it was just another water sprite. But it wasn't. I remember spending an entire afternoon in this area just doing fates with people. We were all trying to level. I don't remember what class I was leveling, for that matter. Excuse me, Nath Comet Drone. But yeah. Just fates, flying around fate, over and over and over again. We had the whole map clear of fates at the time. 'Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Martramp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen if indeed they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though the Dravanian fiends' friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. I'm sure Estini will be really upset about that. That was right over here, so I guess we can just run up the path a piece and scrap some more. That's cool. But this is super high level of taking too. What level is that? Hang on. Let's see, level 70. Level 70. Level 70. Yep. Got those ones. I don't remember what these do. That one's the level... Well, I won't even tell them what it is. I'm assuming it's also level 70. It's probably based off that attack. So I won't be seeing much of that one in any synced content, but that's okay. Alright. Continue fighting our way up to the tower. I ain't scared. Oh, no, I tried to do that too soon. Alright, any more? Okay. I always think Annex Shrine is the... like, when you're out in, like, the floating city type thing, but I think that's something else. I can't think of the top of it. I had... a summoning stone. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the country courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, dragoon. On my word of the Lord of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You are truly beyond salvation. Come then. I mean, you know, obviously he's stern, but, like, he ain't wrong. He's saying, like, hey, look, I ain't gonna start no fights, but I will finish them, because I'm a baller.
Vidofnir!
Vidofnir, man, I remember Vidofnir vaguely. He's kind of cool.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I mean, that's
would
kind of
end
the
this
idea.
war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Hey, we ain't gotta be like that, alright? We got this fair and square. We got this from a guy, alright? We didn't just, like, steal it. We just happen to have it. Just because it's stolen merchandise doesn't mean, you know, I didn't get it fairly.
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
Alright, passive threatening.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sire's will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Listen, I'm not saying Vidofnir is a pushover, but my personal opinion is Estinian could whack this one pretty hard. He could whack Vidofnir really easily, alright?
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgr in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Ravana? Or Ravana? Ravana.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
I mean, maybe not him, but definitely me. I could definitely do it.
'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
I mean, Ravana's not really like, you know... It's kind of a little different. We're not just stabbing somewhere. We're stabbing a created being who, you know, mind controls those around him and makes them aggressive. So, and Ravana is actually pretty cool. He might be one of the coolest primals in this entire game, so... So, the Nath have summoned their god, and thus the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge a new peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough, enough, I say. If the Nath are truly brought forth their duty from the Aether, we must face it together or watch all hopes of fall apart. All now rests with the Primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies, you are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult the Marchamp. Sorry, the Marchamp. With Marchamp. He knows more about the Nath and their culture than most. Alright. Well, you know what this means. Oh, not that. That's not what it means. It means Chocobo Porter, even if it's from this rock over here. Take me to Tailfeather. Black Chocobo Porter. Yeah, they're fighting each other, you know. Thing is, it's just really good for their character development, you know what I mean? Like, you actually get, like, an idea of, like, who people are and what they're doing and all that stuff. I gotta say, that hive, way bigger than, like, the free Nath hive that's over there. So... Funny thing is, did we just go right by that? I think we did. And just, like, nobody noticed the Nath were there. Alright. You know, at some point I want to go and farm these birds so that I can get the big super bird. Because the super bird is cool. I never did get around to getting it. I don't really care about the unicorn thing. It doesn't really matter to me, but the bird is cool. Oh, back already, are we? And you met a Nath, Nath, did you? And what is it like you'd like to... Summon a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north, and west of here, outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. What about exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing but your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You want a good-sized jar of land-trap nectar, a basket of Selum tree fruit, and as always, a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka fish. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar with Master Alphino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller nanakas that live in the rivers. 3 big chunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to sit down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You've been most kind. That Master Marachamp. Well then, let us attend to our prospective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten nanaka egg. Really? Dude just throwing out little rotten nanaka eggs, huh? Okay. Taunting me, sir. Alright, so where are we going? We're going just over there. Alright, let's go. We're gonna go that way. Can I just go that way? Can I just go through the river? Is that on the... Oh, I think it is. Alright. And it's still the wrong way. I thought I was going the right way. I'm wrong. Gotta go that way. Oh, whatever. We'll get there when we get there. I just remember this thing because this is where you unlocked flying. This tail feather. Once upon a time. Okay, what is going on? Alright, you know what? We're shortcutting. I am not running all the way around this thing just to get out of the other side of this wall. I'm generally trying to be a patient man, but sometimes it's like, come on. Alright. Let's go ahead and fight this dude, I guess. Alright. Got that. Now we just gotta go that way. Let's see. Trading post, I see their little hut thing is over there, so it's gotta be nearby. Oh, there, it looks like something. Trading post, what, just like this tree? Just sitting here? Interesting choice. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Ysael's help. Do you have the Nanaka meat? Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. Come, let us talk to the Nath. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I would be suitably impressed. Oh, that was a 4-way nod, man. Or at least a 3-way nod. This is a trading post? Just a tree in the middle of nowhere. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. I do find the Nath somewhat disconcerting, but that's because they're like bug like, crabs or something. Click, click. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that fill the air with such delightful scents. Land trap nectar, callum tree fruit, and nanica flesh. What delectable foods you have brought us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. Oh, good. I'd better live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon claws, yes? Come, it is not far. I'm thinking about, like, you ever been somewhere, like, on, like, an ocean front with, like, low tide? And it just stinks of, like, rotting, like, crustaceans and, like, seaweed. Just thinking of that all of a sudden. When they're talking about it, that's what it reminds me of. Alright, I'm taking a little path. I assume we're going this way. If it's not this way, I'd be very confused. Alright. Here's a gate. Hello, gate yard. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna walk right by like you don't matter. Your presence here has a sound announced to be the storyteller. You must speak in your chosen leader in words, and for we are Vath, we are the non-mind. Okay. He's got a mustache, that's great. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies we have sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home and accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of a people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are, but if words you desire, then words you shall have. We are Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of Nath's god, the god of the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind? These are the Nath who reside in the main colony? Yes, they are one, connected, but let us begin our story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket, the dragon was slain. 'Twas likely one that fled battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Just like scowl at each other. Shrug. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned to battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the One Mind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god, unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nath lands, and even larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceed the rewards of this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Oh, black robe dudes, can't imagine who that would be. Or what kind of trouble they could possibly be starting. I call upon the power of the primal for... Wait, I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good. Conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much. But you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the seventh dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the Warrior of Light to his death? No, you have the right of it, Estinian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Tiberius. I do not fear my duty for real. Wait, Tiberius need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and I may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha, do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinina makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how to best secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, it may be of assistance. Figure it out, my dude. We gotta fight. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. He does. The whole Crystal Braves thing definitely knocked him down a bit. We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Put this idea in your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. You wish to meet our god. Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. I'm scared. Let's go. Voracious Vath. You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough to all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of the young Nanka would make a fine repast. You want me to get you more? Oh, come on, man. Alright, fine. I'll go get it. If I have to bribe you to get what I need, then so be it. It's only a hop, skip, and a jump over the river. Ain't no thing. Probably finish this one up and then we'll call it for this episode. But I think we're making good progress. I'm looking forward to fighting Ravana. He is one of my favorite fights in the game. He's got a cool theme, which actually I bought that theme. I actually own that. Oh, I only needed one. I was thinking I needed 3 like last time. Alright. But yeah, no, his song and his whole thing. Got the dual-bladed thing. Actually, kind of like me, isn't he? Got the dual-bladed thing. Got some butterflies up in there. Oh no. It'd be a real shame if I had to go and walk. Oh wait. Oh, there's a path there. I never noticed that. I feel silly now. We Vath do enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Vath? So unexpected. Yes, you have more than words your strange hunter hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. One sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. Alright. The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits at the center of the Nath society, and its presence somehow allows it to subjects to communicate without need for word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it is their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects the Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. I mean, ain't wrong. Alright, so I'm guessing we're amped up, we're getting ready to go in and fight Ravana, which I'm pretty excited about because, as I said, it's my favorite one. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But I'll tell you what it is time for. It's time for me to say, until next time.